apart from being Srikant's only and youngest sibling, I am singularly his biggest fan. It is the combination of the head and the heart that makes him what he is. Values such as inclusiveness, empathy, humility, respect for the elderly, a great work ethic, integrity, and the list goes on and on.
Many of my personal values come from being brought up in a household where there was a great deal of emphasis put on doing the right thing. My father was an ardent follower of Mahatma Gandhi, so I grew up in a Gandhian household. The importance of principles that were unshakable, and seeing my parents live those in ways that often came at cost were things that, we just imbibed so naturally, so deeply, and so effectively that it has always stayed with us throughout our lives. My father was a professor. We valued greatly education at home. So the opportunity to come to the United States to further my education was the reason I came.
Srikant and I have now been colleagues for 40 years, and he's a joy to work with. He has an amazing, spontaneous laugh, and you just want to be with him. Sometimes I'm in my office and I hear Srikant laughing, and I want to get out of my office and find out, what fun is going on, what new learning has occurred, and become part of that.
So I met Srikant more than 20 years ago at Harvard Business School when I was a student and he was a professor. And he, from the beginning, struck me as somebody very clear in his thinking, very kind, always trying to teach, educate, connect the dots. A wonderful man. Spending time with him just made me want to spend more time with him. And so that's why we kept our relationship throughout those years. And of course, we started to spend more time together when I was at Moderna and when he was dean of the school.
What I did after I became dean was to actually engage the community in very wide ways. I spoke to every faculty member individually, but to 1,000 faculty, staff, alumni, students. And several themes emerged. The school should invest more in technology. At the same time, there was a lot of questions around what role should business and society play. And those led to these two new institutes that we created, one for digital data and design at Harvard, and the other for Institute for the Study of Business and Global Society. What can we do on climate? What can we do on creating more opportunity? We have tried to broaden the reach of our materials and educational content that we produce here so that people who never step on this campus have access to it, while also allowing lots of people who don't have the means to come to campus by creating fellowships so that the lowest 10% socioeconomically will go tuition-free at Harvard.
He often tells how he was mentored as a young scholar and how much it meant to him, and he definitely wants to pay it forward. So even though he interacts with his board work with some of the top senior executives in the world, Srikant also wants to work with 25-year-old new PhDs and make sure they have the same opportunity that he had.
And I think one of the amazing things having a dean of a school that is an immigrant is the ability of somebody who think by default about the world. It's a global view on every topic. So, okay, how do we help entrepreneurs around the world? I think the school has a lot to offer to make the world a better place, and that is exactly where Srikant wants to take it.